Sauna Bonds. By order of Site-358's administration, the following file is Level 2/7255 classified. Unauthorized access is forbidden. 7255/2. Item Number: SCP-7255. Level 2, Restricted. Containment Class: Safe. Disruption Class: Dark. Risk Class: Notice. Special Containment Procedures. Any civilians approaching 7255 are to be dissuaded out of the anomaly's vicinity under the pretense of the sauna being a private property. A proper set of containment procedures is pending approval. Description: SCP-7255 is the designation given to a sauna located in the outskirts of Riihimäki, Finland. SCP-7255's interior, though seemingly mundane, is an extra-dimensional space that connects approximately 107 afterlives, 73 extra-dimensional spaces, and 38 alternative timelines. While in baseline reality, SCP-7255 is located in the municipality of Riihimäki. SCP-7255 may be located in other places and other timelines, spaces and afterlives. Due to the large amounts of realities and spaces connected by SCP-7255, the anomaly is considered a common place for SCP-7255-1 instances to meet. SCP-7255-1 is the designation given to any entities that enter, or have entered, SCP-7255. Upon exiting SCP-7255, SCP-7255-1 instances will return to their respective realities. Addendum 7255.1. Discovery: 13th of January, 2017. SCP-7255 was originally found by researcher Abigail LaCroix on January 13th, 2017, during a holiday vacation to Finland along with her co-worker, NielleiN, both of which were officially assigned to Site-94 in Alaska. During her 2-week vacation across the country, LaCroix reported that, while visiting Riihimäki, several posts in Finnish and Swedish detailing a magical sauna experience could be found around the entire town. One of these posts was later recovered during a short inspection of the town, and its translation can be found below. Isomantti valkoisella Mallajärvi, Magical Sauna Experience. Find the best löyli in Finland. Become a giant octopus's best friend under magical dust sauna steam. Find your life's love and never meet them again. Clean your skin from all sin at a shining lake's coast. Easy relaxation, magic unbound. Only at Isomantti valkoisella Mallajärvi. LaCroix spoke fluent Swedish, so she understood most of the text on the sign. Upon contacting her workmate, who was booking in a night at a local inn, LaCroix proceeded to drive towards the location on her own. Once LaCroix entered SCP-7255 and comforted herself, she laid on the sauna's cabin for 7 minutes before a large bipedal polar bear, SCP-7255-2, entered the cabin and sat next to LaCroix, who reported to feel unnerved by the bear's presence. Believing the bear was an individual anomaly, LaCroix called her workmate using her earpiece and described her circumstances. Following this, a platoon of the Canadian Army, SCP-7255-3, SCP-7255-11, entered the sauna, and the bear proceeded to exit SCP-7255, presumably intimidated by the guns. LaCroix later escaped the sauna and drove to the inn NielleiN was booking in, before writing a message to Site-358's site director, Kalevi Rikkonen. A provisional SCP file describing the bear was later written. Addendum 7255.1. Interview Log, 16th of January, 2017. On the evening of January 16th, 2017, researcher LaCroix entered SCP-7255 and proceeded to interview an SCP-7255-1 instance that was languishing on one of the sauna's benches. The following excerpt is one of the many interviews carried out by researcher LaCroix on said evening. Date: 16th of January, 2017. Interviewer: researcher Abigail LaCroix. Location: SCP-7255. Begin log. Researcher LaCroix enters SCP-7255. She closes the door and takes off her coat before hanging it on a nearby hook. Several clothes, including parkas, tank tops, and sweaters can be seen hung from other hooks. Notably, A piggy bank captioned with the words, "To enter the sauna, pay €2. It's obligatory. Actions have consequences." Both in Finnish and English stands on the table beside the door. LaCroix looks up to one of the ceiling's corners to meet with a security camera. She checks her pockets, but they are empty. LaCroix picks a can of soda from a nearby freezer and proceeds into the cabin, dressed in shorts and a sleeveless shirt. Inside, a white, featureless, glowing entity can be seen pouring water onto the cabin's kiwas. Footnote: otherwise known as a sauna stove. Dressed with a towel covering its waist and legs. Hot water splashes onto the SCP-7255-1 instance.
Perkele.
LaCroix taking a seat.
Jesus Christ. This place is hotter than the last time I came.
The instance notices LaCroix and drops the spoon on a hook.
Yes, indeed. This one has good lowly, I see. Yeah, the walls make it real cozy. My father used to own a sauna when he was living in Kiruna.
Footnote: Dr. LaCroix's father has never lived in Sweden. Short pause. SCP-7255-16 approaches a bottle of beer and pops it open, before sipping on it. As it doesn't have a mouth, the beer drips from its chin.
Do many people frequent this place? Who doesn't love saunoja? I mean this specific sauna. Many people enter this sauna. Well, it seems to be empty.
The SCP-7255-1 instance stares at a trap door on the floor. LaCroix proceeds to open it, revealing another sauna under the one she's in. A blonde, humanoid figure resembling Dr. William Weddle, dressed as an elf, can be seen playing the kantele, before LaCroix closes the door and a crash is heard.
Yikes. So this place is infinite? No. Just when this cabin gets too full, people go to other floors. I don't see people in this part, though. Open the door again.
LaCroix proceeds to open the trap door once again. A waiter and the Abrahamic god can be seen fighting over an overcooked salmon. She closes the door.
Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, by the way, I work for a Swedish newspaper, and we don't see many of these things in our day-to-day. Is it fine if I ask you some questions? Sure, yes.
LaCroix smiles before sipping on her soda.
Alright, nice.
LaCroix pulls a sketchbook and a pen from her pocket.
So, do you have a name? Yes. Sakari Josimari Pölinen. Wow, that's a long one. Not my father's name, though. What city are you from?
SCP-7255-16 pours more water and sips from his beer.
Roma.
Writing on her notebook and raising her eyebrows, surprised.
Wow, that's quite far from Helsinki. Are your parents Finnish or anything? NielleiN kysymystuon. Isn't Roma the pääkaupunki of Suomi in your world? No?
SCP-7255-16 scratches his head, confused.
Weird. Anyway, can you tell me about your world? It's quite new to us, this thing of new worlds, you know. Yes. Roma is very beautiful. Always full of snow. No NielleiN has ever jumped at stone walls either, so it's very safe and it's a paradise for many Finnish. Also very good people, but too many struggles with the economy. Always at war, but always winning. Making the best for the future generations. Oh, damn. Do many of your people die in these wars? It's just... No, not always. I died on a war against the Mursut. Walrus declared war against Riti's government. They recently took control of Petsamo. Not good. Too many people are dying. They got powerful weapons. Yikes. Things must be painful. Yes, but I died by sniper walrus. Not as painful as you'd think.
SCP-7255-16 notices LaCroix's earpiece, which is labeled with the SCP Foundation logo. It picks up its beer bottle and sips from it.
Is anything wrong?
Rubbing the sweat off his head.
Hey, no. You just got me thinking. Is the sauna too hot? We can keep talking in the changing rooms. No, it's okay. Do you have the hour? A clock or anything?
checking her wristwatch.
It's 5:24. Oh, my bad. Boss tells me I need to get back to work by 4:35. Sorry. Alright. Wait, is it fine if we can meet later to keep talking?
SCP-7255-16 pours more water, then stands up with beer bottle.
No, sorry. I'm busy today. Wait, what about tomorrow? Or Sunday?
The SCP-7255-1 instance nods, before walking towards the door.
I don't think I can. I work at Heaven's Borders and I must make sure nobody jumps the wall. Schedule is full. I'm texting me. I'm truly sorry. Wait.
SCP-7255-16 leaves through the door. As LaCroix exits SCP-7255 to approach the instance, it is nowhere to be seen.
Merde.
She walks inside and returns to the cabin. End log. Addendum 7255.3. Interview log. 16th of January, 2017. After SCP-7255-16 left the anomaly, LaCroix returned to the sauna and waited 8 minutes before another SCP-7255-1 instance, this time taking the form of a bronze-painted automaton, walked into the cabin. The following is a log of the interview between SCP-7255-23 and researcher LaCroix. Date: 16th of January, 2017. Interviewer: researcher Abigail LaCroix. Location: SCP-7255. Begin log. LaCroix enters the sauna once more. This time the security camera is positioned on the table on which the piggy bank stands, staring at LaCroix. The piggy bank is now captioned with the words, "Pay now. You've been warned. You don't know what you're dealing with." LaCroix ignores the camera and proceeds into the cabin. She sits at the end of the bench and begins drawing sketches on her notebook. SCP-7255-23, who is wearing a black fedora, a pair of glasses, and a cigar. Footnote: despite not having a mouth, enters the cabin and sits next to her.
That's even right there, yeah, matey?
Raising her head to stare at the instance.
Oh, hey. Are you talking to me? You got it right. Pretty hot in here, ain't it? Yeah, pretty much.
Extending her arm.
Name's Ariadne Mansfield.
Shaking LaCroix's hand.
Samuel C. Parsley. Brooks call me Keynes to Sydney's for some reason. Oh, you're Australian? My great-grandfather was from Perth. Oh, yeah. I'm a deacon at the Sydney campus parish.
Smiling.
It's good to hear. I baptized myself at St. Paul's Cathedral as a child.
Silence. LaCroix sips from her soda. She relaxes her arms before looking at SCP-7255-23 once again.
I'm a journalist for a Surrey newspaper. I like covering all sorts of stuff. Journalists. Always abiding by the truth. Any more people like you in this world? I'm amused.
LaCroix clicks her pen and opens her sketchbook.
You seem to be a pretty honest man, Jacob. I haven't seen somebody like you for a while. Is it fine if I ask you some questions about what you think about society? Absolutely, madam. I'm all ears. All right, then. So, you said you're a deacon, right? Sure I am. What do you think about all the evil guys and wrongdoers, I guess, in society? These roughnecks. Always doing wrong to the others and themselves. Had they not heard the words of St. Pomaro and his many apostles, they'd be just as broken and wicked as the flesh below. And they certainly are. But they're not as hard to repair, absolutely not. They understand their errors and wrongdoings, so help them repair themselves from their sins. I certainly try. They can do better, though.
LaCroix writes on her booklet. Her earpiece buzzes.
That's a nice philosophy. What do you think about, Yes? The current political order, you know. The order. Praise the McCain. Always blessing us with prosperity and progress. It's perfect as it currently is, in my opinion. Except for those vile sarkics, those spreading their populist propaganda. It's a cancer to our system. Huh. Alright. Can I have a bit of insight as to how the religious system works? You praise the McCain, right? Yes, I do. Don't you? Yes, it's just... I'm not sure how the ecclesiastical hierarchy works per se.
Silence. LaCroix's earpiece buzzes once again. She removes it and saves it on her pocket.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna end up deafened by tinnitus if I...
The earpiece suddenly flies towards SCP-7255-23's eye, presumably due to the anomaly containing a magnet of sorts. The earpiece grows in volume immediately, and a man, later revealed to be LaCroix's co-worker Dr. Lanes, speaks up.
Hey, Abby. Are you still doing field work?
LaCroix picks the earpiece from SCP-7255-23's eye and runs towards the door, before picking her things and leaving. End log. Following this occurrence, researcher LaCroix didn't return to SCP-7255 until the following day, when Director Rikkonen instructed her to enter the anomaly once more to gather more information. Addendum 7255.4. Interview log, 17th of January, 2017. The following day, at 1600 hours GMT plus 3, LaCroix drove to SCP-7255's location to interview another SCP-7255-1 instance, once again. Before entering the cabin, LaCroix reported seeing 4 humanoid figures at the lake's dock, recording the sauna from a camera while dialoguing. Date: 17th of January, 2017. Interviewer: Researcher Abigail LaCroix. Location: SCP-7255. Begin log. LaCroix enters the sauna. This time, a crude sketch of a Glock 17 handgun has been drawn onto the piggy bank, and there are 5 security cameras staring at LaCroix from the ceiling. The piggy bank is now labeled with the words, "Pay, now." LaCroix ignores the piggy bank and proceeds forward. Inside, a humanoid figure made of smoke, wearing a shirt made of blue and yellow fractals, can be seen.
Hey.
The SCP-7255-1 instance stares at LaCroix. Its shirt begins speaking.
I'm sorry, we can't talk. Whoosh. Well, he can, but he can't say anything aside from that. Oh, alright. What are you guys doing in a sauna? Shouldn't you be incorporated to the steam? Nah, we work differently. Whoosh. Yikes.
SCP-7255-29 pours more water onto the stove.
I work for a newspaper and we don't see many people like you around every day. Sure, but I need you to answer a question first. Mm-hmm. Got a cigarette on you? Oh, nope, I'm not a smoker. Damn. Rape? Anything that my boy can consume aside from water, steam, and lily? No. Apologies.
SCP-7255-29 keeps pouring water.
I'm sorry if that sounded harsh. Nah, it's okay. Just ask whatever you need. Cloud's got all of the time on this world. Oh,
Pulling out her booklet.
Where do you guys come from? Whoosh. My boy's born in a factory by the Thames, but he decided to go with the wind to find better skies in Scandinavia. Is that the reason he can only make wind noises? You could say so. He took so many habits from the wind. I met him at a Prague lingerie, actually. That sounds nice. Yeah, we're like brothers in arms. He takes me everywhere, and I talk for him. Look, I know why you're here. I know you don't work for a newspaper. What do you... Please, don't shit me. You're with those guys who always keep asking for bugs in the dressing room, right? The Finnish ones?
Silence. LaCroix is visibly confused.
Are they... Dude, you got an earpiece. It's obvious.
More silence.
Okay, I may have lied there, but I don't work for any Finnish agency or whatever. Right. So you're not with the Blue Masks? Do you pay? Pay what? The entrance. The €2 per entrance? No. Just pay it next time. These guys aren't friendly for shit. Now you can keep asking me questions. Make it quick.
Silence. LaCroix frowns.
What do you know about this place? I've been asking everyone things about their homelands and that, but I've never really managed to ask someone about this sauna in specific. All I know is that it was built sometime in the 1940s after the Finnish government wanted people and things like us to help their cause against the Soviets. Apparently some crazy-ass organization called the Obscura Corps really did a good job, but couldn't get us into their dimension. It was fucking mad how they created this. you know about these guys? The ones that stand in the changing room? Oh, yeah, the Blue Masks. They were the Finnish government, and some other shady agency that I don't know about. The Fundamentum or something. And the trapdoor in the floor? Same shit. Obscure Corp tried getting some other random guys into supporting the Finn's cause, but couldn't. That's all I know, lady.
LaCroix writes in her notebook.
Alright. I don't think I have much else to ask. All fine.
LaCroix stands up and walks towards the door.
Okay. Thank you for the information. No problem.
LaCroix leaves the cabin, puts on her clothes, and exits SCP-7255. The men in the background have disappeared. Addendum 7255.5. Interview log, 18th of January, 2017. On the early morning of January 18th, 2017, LaCroix was dispatched once again to interrogate yet another SCP-7255-1 instance. The following log is a recording of the interview that took place. Date: 18th of January, 2017. Interviewer: Researcher Abigail LaCroix. Location: SCP-7255. Begin log. LaCroix leaves her coat on the hook. She glances at the piggy bank for a while, but instead of paying, she simply proceeds forward into the cabin. An SCP-7255-1 instance is waiting inside, pouring water on the stove. LaCroix takes a seat and pulls a booklet and a pen from her pocket.
Hey!
The instance reacts with surprise, dropping the spoon. It looks at LaCroix and waves its arms.
Damn it! Is it fine if I can ask you some questions? Yes, of course. Indeed. Sauna session is always a good time to talk with strangers. Sauna is better, but yes. Alright. So?
A crash is heard as the cabin's door is opened wide, revealing a group of 4 men dressed in white and blue riot gear and gas masks. 3 of the assailants reach out to LaCroix and put a sack on her head before tying up her hands with a rope. LaCroix screams. The instance stands up. Silence. SCP-7255-34 instance shrugs and keeps pouring water. The assailants escort LaCroix out of SCP-7255 before leaving. End log. Addendum 7255.6. Video log, 18th of January, 2017. Following LaCroix's extraction by the unidentified assailants, the camera continued recording for 16 minutes under her sack, before revealing that she, along with the assailants, were mounted on a boat at a nearby lake. The following is a recording of LaCroix's conversation with the assailants. Date: 18th of January, 2017. Interviewer: unknown. Location: unknown. Begin log. The flowing of water can be heard in the background. The camera is pitch black. After several minutes of silence and flowing, a plopping sound can be heard in the background. The assailants are heard speaking in Finnish, although the conversation is so fast that it becomes almost incomprehensible. An assailant removes LaCroix's sack from her head. One of the assailants is fishing, whereas the others are either drinking beer through a hole in their masks or staring at LaCroix.
Eva, what goes wrong, yeah? Okay, now finish. What's up with the camera?
LaCroix squints.
I was going to interview that guy. At a sauna? Satana.
LaCroix frowns, looking at her surroundings before staring at the assailants.
What the fuck are we doing in the middle of a lake? And who are you? That doesn't matter. You're in our territory, you talking here. What's that supposed to mean? Okay.
Silence. LaCroix stares directly at unidentified assailant 3 and laughs.
Oh, Jesus Christ, are you? No. Okay, so you're accusing me of being with... Yes. Alright, let's cut the crap. Where's the breadbasket? The what? The Molotov. I don't have a Molotov cocktail. And I'm not with the goddamn GOC.
Silence. The fishing assailant reels his rod and pulls a fish from the water, before staring back at the interrogating assailants.
Hey, sein Yuri Walter van Zalin.
The entire crew claps, except LaCroix, who is hand-tied.
Who even are you guys in the first place? The Finnish police. How do you know? That doesn't matter. Aside from sparking some suspicious activity, you're here because you haven't paid to enter the sauna in the first place. Oxy Eurua.
LaCroix lowers her head and moans angrily.
Oh my fucking god. They're in my pocket, just grab them and let me go. And I'm not a gawk, for God's sake.
Unidentified Assailant 3 grabs a pair of euros from LaCroix's pocket and puts them on his wallet. He sits back. Silence. The fishing assailant turns back and stares at Unidentified Assailant 2.
Yako, why are we interviewing a boxer again? Wait.
The entire crew stares at LaCroix.
Oh, shit. Your foundation?
Silence. LaCroix's face turns angry.
Risto, mutta kirjoituisko nää heti esiin, perkele?
Unidentified Assailant 3 pulls a typewriter from his backpack and begins writing a letter.
We apologize for the inconveniences, lady.
Grabbing a pair of rose,
We'll get you back immediately.
LaCroix stares silently with an angry smirk. Unidentified Assailant 1 begins rowing, and the remainder of the crew keeps dialoguing, fishing, and drinking beer. LaCroix lies down on her bench. End log. Once the assailants reached the coast, LaCroix was untied and driven by the assailants to Site 358, located 23 kilometers south of Rihimaki. One of the assailants proceeded to leave a basket of vanilla-dressed pula on the facility's entrance, before leaving with the remainder of the crew. The pula was non-anomalous, although the flavor was notably duller than that of other pula. Addendum 7255.7. Communications Log, 19th of January, 2017. Warning. The following file is level 4/S358 classified. Please confirm your credentials before proceeding. One day after the events of Addendum 7255.3, Site 358 Director Kalevi Rikkonen received a letter from GOI 358, the Abnormal Interaction Command, Finland's National ANRESP, footnote, Anomaly Response, Agency, footnote. In Finnish, the agency is officially called the Suomen epänormaalien toimien komento, otherwise known as SETK, or Finnish Abnormal Operations Command. Below, a transcription of the letter has been included. Dear Kalevi, I'd like to apologize for my people's negligence when it came to treating one of yours in Rihimaki. We weren't sure of who we were dealing with, but I am sure you know why they thought it was the right choice. My people want to ensure neutrality and peace, and so do you and your people. So we thought an indemnity and an apology would be good as compensation. Please understand that both of us have a mutual agreement. You want to protect the Vale, and we just want to ensure the best for whatever steps in our land. If every person in heaven wants to come down to Rihimaki to enjoy some of that good löjliga at night, or clean their god-blessed skin with a pair of Wikidot, we're fine with that. And we'll always welcome them to enjoy a good beer with whoever is in that sauna. But we also consider your mission to be noble. We know what could happen if people knew of the wonders behind the curtain that you sow every day. So you know who you let in, and we set the conditions for whoever goes in, except for you. You're the boss. Best way to define that sauna is like a disco. I would love to enter a disco sauna. We only want to charge whoever comes in, if you ever let anybody, to pay to enter that sauna. I should have talked to you before any of this could happen. As I said, tea is the best way to settle things. So my friends let you a basket of pula yesterday, and I've let you €5 in this letter's envelope, so you could pay back your researcher the money we took from her inadvertently. But please, let us know next time you get one of yours to deal with some of these anomalies. For our good, for yours, for Suomi. And if you can, please let us know who is in the GOC. We'll deal with it better. I wish we could improve our relationships and alliances. I truly do. There's so many things that we do in Finland, and so do you. But we never get to talk more than we should. So whenever you aren't busy, I'd like to invite you to a coffee at my home in Tampere and have a chat. Yours truly, SETK General Director, Mahte Marin.